Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Governor Andy Beshear reflects on the struggles Kentucky has recently faced before looking to the future. And an Eastern Kentucky Fire Department received some meaningful donations so it can properly help its community once again.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Well, good morning to you. 6:33 here on this Thursday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you so much for joining us on this, well, mildish Thursday morning. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at our forecast. And Brandon, I hope the folks, our nice viewers, are preparing for what's ahead, but this morning, if they're going to do that, they have some time.
Yeah, you still have some time to get your preparations done. It's the calm, literally the calm before the storm. So again, we're going to see some very bitter cold air as we head into Christmas weekend. Could impact some travel too. A lot of folks probably going to be traveling over the holiday weekend. So pay attention to when we do the forecast here and keep up with us across the board the next couple of days. Let's take a look and see what's going on right now. Live pinpoint Doppler radar not too active this morning, so we're going to keep an eye on things for you. But again, some scattered shower activity out there. Be careful as you head through the first part of your day. We head over to Pikeville, US 119, US 23 intersection. No major issues over there at this point. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s, from 34 in Clintwood to 43 in London and Somerset, compared to what we have been the past few days. Almost a heat wave. But tomorrow morning, things are going to look quite a bit different. Statewide, we're still in the 40s, even close to 50 out toward Bowling Green and Clarksville this morning. 36 across the river in Cincinnati is the coolest spot on that end as well. Today, enjoy it. Even though it's going to be raining a little bit, even though it's going to be cloudy, tomorrow, what a difference a day makes. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, when Governor Andy Beshear reflects on 2022, he sees his state rocked by back-to-back natural disasters and recovery for thousands of people. But he also sees a year in which record economic growth happened. Earlier this month, Amber Philpott interviewed the governor and the First Lady to not only look back, but also look ahead to the new year in the Commonwealth.
The halls are decked at the state capitol in Frankfort, ready for the holiday season and to close out another year. Sitting in the state reception room, Governor Andy Beshear has a moment to reflect on 2022. There have been challenging lows, but also tremendous highs.
Well, in many ways this year, I feel like we are turning the page in a really positive way, moving from a time of darkness to a time of light.
For the governor, that light is this holiday season, seeing families together.
Think about where we are in the pandemic and how much better it is, and all getting together in the holidays and doing so safely.
In the last year, there have been natural disasters that change Kentucky landscapes and lives forever. But there's also been a time to celebrate huge economic development gains.
You know, Kentucky was led the whole country in job growth in August and September. We'd never done that before. Best two-year period of economic development in our history.
And the future of Kentucky, the governor says, is being built right now. The state seeing electric vehicle battery plants under construction, cementing the Commonwealth as the electric vehicle battery capital of America.
And what it means going forward is we're going to be able to not only leapfrog 10 other states' economies, we got a chance to be a top 10 state economy. We're leading with jobs of the future. You know, we're building the largest battery plant in the world, and then we're building another one right next to it.
Perhaps most exciting to this father of two is the opportunities these companies present, not just for his own children, but for the children of Kentucky when it comes to finding a reason to dream big in the state.
I want them and every other Kentucky child to be able to chase every dream they ever dreamed, but do it right here in Kentucky. No longer to lose our children to other states when they believe they can't chase their dreams here.
When it comes to the governor and First Lady Brittany Beshear, it's a team effort. The First Lady has used her role this past year to be a supportive arm to families displaced, spent time lifting them up, and sometimes just being a listening ear. I ask how proud she is of her husband in the critical role he plays in Kentucky's success as a state.
I never doubted that Andy had the imagination to think and create a bigger, better Kentucky, but to actually see him live out his faith and grow into this role has been really special. The empathy and the weight that Andy carries with him for each Kentuckian who has been touched by a sorrow or a joy in their lives is truly phenomenal.
For 2023, the governor has a roadmap of what he wants to accomplish. At the top of the list, continuing his mission of an education-first administration. He's proposed a 5% raise for teachers and funding universal pre-K.
So it's time we provide raises. You know, this last year we fell from 42nd to 44th in teacher pay. At a time when we're #1 in economic development, we're number 44 in teacher pay. That is wrong.
How do we get our teachers paid more? How do we get that money to where it needs to go since we have extra?
So we have the largest rainy day fund we've ever had at $2.5 billion, and we're going to have the 3 largest budget surpluses back to back. This one looks like it's going to be $1.3 billion, which is the largest in our history.
The governor will once again have to work across the aisle. It will be a re-election year, but he says he's committed to the people of Kentucky, and this holiday season, his wish for the Commonwealth is simple.
And what I'm excited about is after everything that we have been through, the people of Kentucky deserve a lot of good things. We've worked a long time and we've worked really hard to try to create better lives for our families. What I tell Kentuckians is we have a chance to be the generations together that change everything moving forward.
That was Amber Philpott reporting. Also a priority for the governor in 2023 are areas devastated by both last December's tornadoes in western Kentucky and this summer's flooding in our region. Well, the governor says until the work in those areas to rebuild is complete, he will not be satisfied. Well, when the flood swept through the Buckhorn community of Perry County, Buckhorn Volunteer Fire Department Chief Robert Amos did not have operable equipment to help rescue people, but thanks to the generosity of countless people in Lincoln County, he does now. Lincoln County Sheriff's Office Sergeant and volunteer firefighter Michael Mullins delivered a fully functional rescue truck to the department yesterday. Different parts of the truck were funded by various people in Lincoln County, hoping to help this department serve its community more effectively.
I've had several community members come up and thank us, and because we're here now. They know if they call that we're going to be there. They see other departments helping us. They see us getting more stuff in to better help them, and it's very exciting at this point.
Well, the chief says his crew's excited for this donation, and because of all the people investing in the department, he says it drives him to be better servants of the Buckhorn community. Well, dozens of kids in the Buckhorn area went home with warm clothes and toys yesterday, thanks to one Lexington-based organization. Directed Kids is an organization dedicated to providing children across the state with essential clothing items like warm coats, hats, and gloves, along with toys to make their Christmas a little merrier. And yesterday, the organization partnered with the Buckhorn School to give these items to kids in the area who might need them.
I mean, this is just year number 6, and every year it seems like we grow by 50 or 75 kids, and I see no end in sight. I told my kids when this started year 1, if I'm not going to be happy, or this isn't going to be over until every kid has something.
Well, those with the organizations say they are looking for more areas to help this holiday season and beyond.
.641 here. We're tracking some rain as we head across the region this morning. As you head out the door, nothing too substantial, just some scattered showers. And today, the calm before the storm. I keep saying that, but that's literally what it is. 34 Clintwood, 43 Somerset and London. That's our range this morning. A lot of upper 30s and low 40s as we see from yesterday this time. Well, about 11 to about 16 degrees colder depending where you are, except for Wise. They're only 2 degrees colder this morning. Now the updated out the door forecast. Scattered chances for rain today, and then we'll see temperatures top out right around the 50-degree mark a little bit later on this afternoon. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you so much. We'll still come here on Mountain News this morning. The Biden administration prepares to release some stockpiled medicine as the triple demic continues to keep its hold on the American population. Stay with us.